Welcome to Port Nolloth. We're Sarah and Marek, a South African couple who set out to travel as far and wide as our tight budget could take us. After spending a year and a half in Europe, we came home to an epic van life adventure. Our next trip will take us across South Africa in the hopes of sharing exactly why we love our country so much. In all honesty, I didn't even know this place existed until very recently, so I'm pretty excited to go exploring and just discover this place for ourselves.
Right, so we've actually only just arrived in Port Nolloth and we don't know much about the town, but what we have been told is that there's a guy at the museum who knows a lot about the town, so he'll be able to tell us hopefully everything that we wanted to find out. Also, it's a very walkable town, but the wind is blowing today, so we don't really feel like walking.
Is there anyone in there? Should be open.
Well, that was a bit of a disappointment. So much of today was riding on being able to talk to the guy at the museum. Now what? Never mind, I think it's literally just rocked up. Everybody was kind of pointing at us and saying, yo, those are the guys who were trying to get in. Yep, the gate is definitely open. Okay, we're back on again.
Take two. Good morning.
Yeah, we wanted to come and speak to you. Just landed in Durban.
He's landed very well. He lost his arm in a landmine explosion.
Okay.
Very welcome to my private museum.
Well, we wanted to ask you about Port Nolloth.
Yeah.
The history of it. How did it even
Okay.
come around?
You see my tap here? You take a place in Search called Akatawa. That's a Nama name. It meant where the water took the old man away. Because the guy will go to the island outside here and he'll club a seal and kill a seal and use the meat to eat for protein and use the skin to make all kinds of things. The British, the French, the Spanish, the Portuguese were sealing on these islands way back 1485.
This friendly man gave us a 45-minute tour packed full of information, history, crazy stories, you name it. So there's no conceivable way that we would ever be able to share everything that he told us. But here's a quick summary. So he's a retired diamond diver that spent almost 50 years undersea with his record diamond catch or find ranking at 25,000 carats in just over a weekend. Now we're not too sure how much 25,000 carats worth of diamonds is, so if you do know, please just let us know in the comments down below. Okay, but a quick summary of Port Nolloth's history. So like you mentioned, it was recorded all the way back to the 1400s where French, Portuguese and British fishing vessels would come and hunt for seals. After that, they managed to find copper ore in a town just a little bit away from Port Nolloth called Springbok, and then used the harbour or the port in Port Nolloth to export this copper. After which, they found an abundance of crayfish in the water, which kick-started an entire crayfish industry. And lastly, they found diamonds in the water, for which Port Nolloth is known worldwide today. And I mean, they even made a series about the diamond diving in Port Nolloth, which I used to watch on Discovery Channel all the way back when I was in school. Pretty crazy. And I mean, this guy, he was very friendly, but oh so colourful at the same time. We really enjoyed our time with him.
I'm trying to speak Nama, but at least westerly. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey. Hey, it's a modern day bushman flute.
I don't even know what to say. Like, what just happened? We just had a full-on tour. I've always wondered about the diamond diving here because that's what this whole area is known for, but to actually just go and speak to a guy who was a diver for 45 or 50 years or whatever, It's pretty cool.
We are now on our way to technically like another suburb of Port Nolloth, and this is more like the holiday maker side of it. It's a place called McDougalls Bay. So this is McDougalls Bay. Looks so inviting, but that is the Atlantic Ocean out there and it is icy. So we've got one more stop that we think is really interesting. It's more of an abandoned spot, but it's still really interesting. Let us know in the comments if you think we should swim. Should we brave it? Are we not seeing you?
This is for you. This is not for us.
Oh,
This is for you. Not again.
Correction, 2 more stops. These are the boats. These are diamond diving boats we've heard so much about today already. It feels a little bit crazy to be looking at them after all the stories we've heard this morning.
But we digress yet again. Yesterday we popped over to the local fish and chip shop to get the must-try food in Port Nolloth. First one is something called a Gatsby. It is a South African submarine sandwich consisting of a bread roll filled with chips or french fries and a choice of fillings and sauces. It originated in Cape Town and is popular throughout the Western Cape province. The sandwich is typically large and shared by several people.
And I'm pretty sure this is a half one, right?
This is the half portion.
How do you eat that?
I don't even know.
It's 2.
It's 2. So this is a roll. It looks like some sort of Portuguese roll with flour on it. We've got the chips or the french fries there. And you've got chicken and it looks like some sort of a burger sauce. Cheers.
Cheers! I just got chips on that first time.
I got chicken now.
I got chicken.
It's really good, eh? Very carby. So you got your chips or french fries, you got your roll, like it's very heavy, very dense.
There's some tomato in here, some lettuce.
Some lettuce. The sauce
Makes it.
It's like a tomato sauce, mayonnaise mixture.
The chicken is so soft.
You'd buy this if you're really, really hungry. And also you don't have much money on you. Low budget, but it'll make you very full. Right, that was a good start to this little meal. Second up, we have got
a classic.
a classic. Seeing that we are on the beach, we are at the seaside, we have to get this one meal.
Well,
We have got cake and chips. When you order it, the lady asks you if you want vinegar and salt. And that's the way that you have to eat it. Cake, chips or french fries with vinegar and salt. So the first thing that you get as soon as you open this packet is just boof, vinegar.
oh yeah. Oh yeah. Cheers.
Sloppy.
This is what you call in South Africa slop chips.
Exactly.
Because they're all like soft. They're not crunchy at all.
Just kind of.
They just slop around.
Good one. Oh, hake is fish in case you didn't know.
Sure is enough and full.
There you go.
Okay, cheers.
Your.
Now it's just falling apart.
It's definitely been deep fried. It's not been grilled. You can see it's been basted and then put into very hot oil. The like basting or the casing or the skin or whatever, it's not crunchy. It's very floppy.
Stretchy and
It's like
soft.
the chips, you know. But then just first bite that you get is fresh fish, seasoned incredibly well. The basting has got like this little bit of a tanginess to it, so maybe they put some sort of lemon juice into it. It just like falls apart in your mouth, and together with the vinegar and salt spiced chips, it's really good. I mean, if you look at the packaging, I don't know if you can see how much oil
A lot.
it is on the outside. There you know already it's going to be a very good meal. Thumbs up for me.
Thumbs up for me.
Double thumbs up, Devin.
Ooh!
Oi.
Whoa!
Our last stop for the day is the old abandoned abalone or perlemoen factory. Now you may be wondering, what is an abalone or perlemoen? So it's basically a shellfish, and it's a shellfish that kind of resembles an oyster almost. Have you ever been to those restaurants where there's an ashtray that's made out of shells, and it's the one that's got the 4 holes like almost drilled in them? That's an abalone or perlemoen, and it is also the most expensive shellfish in the entire world. And some say that here in South Africa we have the highest quality and the best perlemoen that you can find anywhere. Now we're not too sure why this factory has closed down and abandoned, so if you do know, let us know in the comments down below. But I mean, it's not just this region where you get perlemoen or abalone. You find it all the way along the coast up until East London, where I'm from, all the way down in the Eastern Cape. It's quite a big business, and it's highly illegal. So don't think about trying to pick it up off the rocks. You will be caught, you will be found, and you will be sent to prison.
Goodness, that turned very quickly. What's illegal? In the business or picking them up?
Picking them up. It is highly illegal, and there's massive fines that impose if you are caught picking them illegally. It's bad news to mess with perlemoen. Just don't do it.
Don't mess with perlemoen.
Don't do it. Look at that view. We are sitting in the lounge of our accommodation, and that's the beach right there. It's literally across the road. This place it's beautiful.
It's called Yield House here in Port Nolloth, and we're really enjoying our time here. It's beautiful. So Port Nolloth. This place is not what I was expecting. There's actually a lot more to see and explore and discover here than I was expecting. I've been a little bit my mind has been blown a little bit. Especially when we went to the museum this morning. I feel like that was a really great way to start our time here and a good introduction into this area and what this area has been through, the history of this place. So would I say this is going to be my new holiday destination? No, but I feel like it's one of those places that everyone should visit at least once and just see it for yourself and experience it and learn the story of this place by being here. It's really cool, very interesting. Like I say, my mind has literally been blown.
And just the landscape surrounding us as well. I mean, there in front of us we've got a beautiful blue ocean, and then just behind us that way there's absolutely nothing.
Desolate.
It's barren, desolate, dry, and it feels like we've kind of left South Africa, left anywhere we've ever known before, and just come to this completely new land. We've never seen a landscape quite like it before, and it's just so unique. Almost. But in the next video we'll be going down the coast about 400 kilometers to another place called McDougalls Bay. So a pretty unique accommodation which we are quite excited for.
Thank you so much for watching.
And we'll see you in the next one.
Okay.
Right, we've got 2 dishes. Wait.
Feels weird to call them dishes when they're wrapped in paper.
Whoa. I mean, you get the other one as well. Another bite.
This is so good.